All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. It's Pastor Dowell. Needless to say, I'm probably like the majority of Americans right now, probably pissed off. And the reason why I'm pissed off is because we're watching these politicians playing around with people's lives. The Coast Guard is not going to get paid this month, period. Not going to get paid. Commandant has already told them they ain't going to get paid. Think about that for a moment. Would you actually go to work if you work for the government and not get paid? They're actually reporting that the IRS is telling people that they will report and come into work, even though they won't get paid. I mean, what kind of tax season is this going to be? And I tell you, I had to actually back off of watching news. I literally, truly had to back off of watching news for the last few days. And the reason why I've had to back off because I don't want my blood pressure to get all up in arms and everything, because I see that these politicians are playing around with Americans' livelihood and lives. It almost makes you want to think, do you really truly want a government job? Now, don't get me wrong. A government job is some of the best paying jobs that there is. It's supposed to be secure. But, man, when you got people that is forced to work and they are not getting any pay, I don't know. Should people start going AWOL? Should people start defecting? I mean, because when you look at it, it looks like that Donald Trump and Nancy Pelosi, along with Chucky, they got their heels dug in. And I mean dug in hard. They ain't planning on budging. What's going to give? What litter is going to give? But not only that, there was this drug kingpin, Capio or something like that, down in they got, caught by the federal government. And it was out there that he had over $14 billion in assets. And the Republicans actually even wanted to try to use the assets that they seized from him, from drugs, to pay for the wall. And guess what? The Democrats shot that down. Now, this is what's disturbing to me. I remember all the way back to the Clinton era, how that everybody, especially Democrats, were first and foremost wanting to talk about securing the wall. They wanted that wall secured. Now they call it a barrier. Wall, barrier, I don't care, whatever it is. But anyway, think about this for a second. All right? 4 years ago, couldn't have been no more than 4 years ago, man, the Dems were all on board for this wall until President Donald Trump came on the scene and talked about, again, I'm about to recap y'all on this. He ran on the campaign promise that Mexico was going to pay for the wall. Has anybody heard anything about what Mexico is going to contribute to this wall? I ain't heard nothing. They want like $5 billion, close to $6 billion. This wall issue is becoming more than a wall issue. It's becoming people of American issue, big time. And I know that there's a guy out there that's a triple amputee that is done raise over 20-something million dollars. Listen, $20 million is like chicken feed compared to $6 billion. Don't get me wrong, I wish I had it, but I don't. But I guess the real question should the Coast Guard continue to keep guarding the coast? Should they keep working? Can the government force Americans to go to work even though they're not paying them? Because tax season is coming. I don't like it. I don't like what I see at all. I'm going to say this again. Americans, that was a stupid saying said many, many, many years ago. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I looked at Fox News also, and I'm going to digress here for a second, and I keep seeing that Sean Hannity and them keep speaking against socialized medicine. Now, I'm not against socialized medicine. I'm going to tell you the reason why. I lived in Germany 3 years. 3 years. The whole entire country is on socialized medicine. And guess what? They're doing fine with free health care. I don't see nothing wrong with it. See, what it is is you got investors invested in the big pharma. And they're doing everything they can to continue to keep rehearsing these things in people's minds, try to make you think that it's something evil. What's so evil about a country taking care of its people? I mean, after all, you know what else is socialized? The post office is socialized. The fire department is socialized. The military is socialized. The senators, the House representatives, they're all socialized. Everything that has to do with government is all socialized. Every bit of it. So they get free health care. Then what is wrong with the Americans having free health care? I mean, what are they going to do, tax the system? No, I'm going to tell you what the problem is. Problem is that they can no longer make money off of all these investments. Just like they can no longer make money off the private prison industrial complex if everybody really truly knew what was going on. Because it's amazing when they talking about they're going to protest and all kind of mess if they don't get more funding and more prisoners in the prison. So we got to start thinking. You mean to tell me that you could be indicted on some charge or something like that, and the only thing that the judges are thinking about is keeping the private prison industrial complex afloat because it's on the stock market? Man, I'm telling y'all, you better start thinking for your own selves, and to hell with what this country is doing, because this country ain't thinking about you at all. You better preserve yourself, because they ain't thinking about you at all. They could care less about you. Anyway, I'm going to work. Y'all have a wonderful day.